We're here at the quilting studio. Got myself some Seahawks fabric. Where's my Seahawk fans? I'm in Yuma, Arizona, and there are a lot of people here that reside in Yuma now that are Seahawk fans, bringing themselves down from Seattle to enjoy the wonderful weather here in the winter in Yuma, Arizona. Sunniest city in the U.S. Very, very fun. Linda brought this over. This is for her son who still resides in the Seattle area, loves the Seahawks. Linda's whole family, I think, loves the Seahawks. And so she's found some wonderful fabric. And she liked it so much, she just made an entire quilt just out of the fabric. She actually is amazing at making quilts of all sorts, whether it has panels, whether it has blocks in it, whether she's following the pattern, whether she's making up her own design. But again, she loved the fabric. She knew her son would love it. And she literally just brought me this straight fabric. Now, something about it is there is a seam right down the center. It is two seamed pieces of cotton put together, and she's done such a beautiful job of seaming it that the pieces just mesh perfectly. Something to be aware of: if you're going to have a continuous design, you want to consider having enough that you're able to overlap it in the areas in which it needs. She has brought a minky blanket. This is something that originally had that hem all the way around it. She trimmed all the hem off, so I'm able to use it as a minky, as the backing right here. It's so plush and nice. Now, minky has a nap. Minky follows a certain pattern because the quilt top is directional and the minky is actually directional. I had loaded it in preparation for this to be the top of the quilt backing right over here. But when I laid the top of the quilt on, I realized that it had to be turned the other way. The top had to be turned 45 degrees. So what I did is actually line the quilt up literally upside down, because the nap of the quilt is running bottom to top. I had already loaded it. It's perfectly fine. It's going to be okay, but that's why the quilt top is upside down. Technically, the backing, if it wasn't a minky, wouldn't have any, it was just a blue piece of fabric, it would have been fine. But because it has that nap, I'm following the nap, and it has a direction and the front has a direction. The design I'm putting on it is my circles meander, so it is not directional, but look how fun it is. We thought it would kind of go along with just the whole theme of sports. It's just kind of a fun design that kind of feels that way. And there's so much going on in the front, you can't even see the design specifically. We're doing it in my fabulous bright green color of thread, just adding some really soft, nice movement to it right there, but you can totally see it in the minky. I do have that same green thread on the bobbin, but you can't see it because it sinks right into that minky. Minky is so blush and wonderful, and it will show the design, but it won't show the thread through there. We do want to have a little bit more loose design when we're using a minky, because if we make it too tight, it'll smash down the wonderful fluff of the minky. So that's something to be aware of. Because she brought a minky backing for her batting, she literally provided like a thin piece of flannel. It's just a piece of flannel. That's what we're putting into it. It's making a wonderful sandwich right here. It's just the right weight that you would want for a quilt. Once you get the minky there, if you put a heavy batting into it, it can make the quilt itself extremely heavy and dense. So a flannel can work really nice when you're working with a big minky back. Stay tuned, there's lots to come. I will link all of these together with her wonderful Seahawks design. That is literally just a piece of fabric sewn together. Nicely done. Love it so much.